Welcome to the JCM Industries presentation of the installation of the 6114 all 316 stainless steel mechanical joint repair sleeve in the coastal region of Charleston and Sullivan's Island, South Carolina. The Commissioners of Public Works of Charleston, South Carolina, known as CPW, contacted JCM concerning a 24-inch underwater polyethylene pipeline serving Sullivan's Island Utility District. CPW described the application in which a fused joint experienced damage and was leaking treated water. The pipeline was submerged in seawater at a depth of 24 to 26 feet and operating at 70 psi service. HDPE pipe sections are typically joined together by a fusion process, preparing and heating the pipe ends and melding them together. This process ensures a continuous run of pipe without the need for external fittings to join the sections. Properly fused joints are fluid-tight, strong, and when done properly, nearly infallible. However, upon occasion, if the fusion process was incomplete or flawed and put under undue stress, the joint could become compromised. The pipeline was submerged to the sea floor by using formed concrete river weights spaced approximately 12 to 14 feet apart. At the point of damage, the weights combined with the slope of the seafloor placed a fused joint under excessive stress and caused a separation. Water loss and contamination to line content required that CPW implement an immediate, temporary repair solution by utilizing fittings to make a repair that were immediately available in the region. Local distributors furnished a JCM 432 tapping sleeve with a blind flange to use as a repair fitting and fabricated JCM 621 restrainer to prevent further damage and movement of the pipe. The JCM 432 stainless steel tapping sleeve features all 304 stainless steel construction and a full-body gasket. The gasket seals on the full circumference of the pipe, providing repair to the pipe, eliminating service disruption, and preventing infiltration of seawater into the potable water system. As a tapping sleeve has a flanged outlet for pipeline connection, the CPW procured a blind flange with a threaded pressure relief valve to cap off the outlet. The JCM 621 fabricated restrainers were provided in a carbon steel construction with a protective fusion-bonded epoxy coating. The inside surface of the restrainers has machine serrations that will bite into the pipe wall but not cause point loading or damage to the pipe material. These fitting halves relieve the stress on the fused joint and prevent further separation damage. The complete temporary installation configuration is shown on the right. The tapping sleeve was centered over the pipeline damage, and the restrainers are joined together from each side of the repair sleeve by long restrainer rods. CPW knew that a more permanent solution for long-term service was required. Their due diligence included a couple of consultations with different manufacturers who submitted their repair concepts. JCM Industries' submitted plan was accepted. It was evident that the temporary repair assembly should remain in place to prevent any additional damage to the fused joint area. The permanent repair fitting would be engineered to encapsulate the installed tapping sleeve and restrainers. It was determined that the JCM 6114 mechanical joint repair sleeve was the most suitable permanent repair fitting. The fitting would be constructed of 316L stainless steel material with 316L stainless hardware for installation underwater in a saltwater environment, restrained to prevent movement, and gaskets of EPDM material to accommodate potable chloramine application. At the completion of installation, the permanent repair fitting, shown in gold, would encapsulate the temporary repair components, shown in green. Upon confirmation of the exact pipeline outside diameter and existing assembly dimensions, JCM Industries began the fabrication process. At the factory, once finished, the fitting was installed on a section of pipe and tested to ensure all the welds and seals were complete and watertight. The separate top hat section, which accommodates the tapping sleeve flanged outlet, along with the air relief valve, is assembled onto the flanged opening of the sleeve to ensure installation by the dive team can be easily performed. All seals were successfully tested. During the test installation, a full set of detailed installation photographs were gathered and sent to the CPW and diving contractor prior to the shipment of the fitting. This enabled them to review the steps for installation and prepare the tools and equipment needed on the job site. The stainless steel fittings were fully mechanically and chemically passivated, cleaned, and prepared for the shipment. Upon arrival at the job site, the CPW disassembled the components, inspected for any shipping damage, confirmed all the parts are present, and prepared for the installation test by the dive team on a sample piece of the HDPE. JCM technicians traveled to the site to walk the dive crew through the steps of installation and cover critical points for a successful installation. Dive team members did a hands-on walkthrough of placing the components in the proper order and position. The underwater visibility in that area was limited to less than 12 inches in depth, making much of the installation of the parts and hardware by pre-positioning and touch. Installation Day. Parts and components staged for lowering into the water as needed. The installation crew began with lowering the bottom half of the fitting into place. It is apparent that the job site framework was heavy construction I-beams that provided the stability and strength for the team. The top half was prepared for submerging. Robust lifting eyes enabled the heavier top half to be suspended during the installation and more easily positioned when in the water. Note the toolbox the dive crew installed on the fitting itself. Accessing and retaining the tools while underwater was an important issue. A drop tool would be lost to the seabed, and retrieving it would cost time and energy. Finishing the sleeve installation, the crew prepares the top hat for installation over the flanged outlet of the sleeve, capping off the interior of the encapsulation fitting. Completing the repair, the plan called out for grout and sandbags to pack around the repair area, providing support and stabilization of the repair area. Once the grouting packing was completed, the whole installation was covered with 2 to 3 feet of gravel and then covered with 8-foot by 20-foot armored mats to further protect the area from third-party damage. Since this installation, Charleston has contacted JCM Industries on 3 additional occasions for repair fitting applications such as this one. JCM continues to supply agencies with damaged, submerged pipelines with the appropriate grades of materials to provide long-term service in harsh, unforgiving environments. JCM appreciates the time you have spent with us, and should you have any additional questions, contact our sales team at 1-800-527-8482 or sales@jcmindustries.com, or visit us at www.jcmindustries.com. Thank you for watching.